guys, it's Marie Tagbo. I'm an actress and filmmaker, and today I will be telling you all about my first photo shoot experience and also giving you some tips on how to model. Okay, so my first photo shoot experience, this was extremely exciting because these were my first headshots that I've ever taken. If you guys are following me on Twitter or Instagram, you've probably already seen them, but if you're not, this is what they look like. And throughout this video, I'm going to be showing you guys different photos from the photo shoot. That way you guys can see some of the kinds of pictures that the photographer took, and I might need to use those pictures to demonstrate in some of my examples. This was really special for me because it was my first photo shoot experience. And it wasn't just my first photo shoot experience, it was also kind of like my first modeling job. The photographer walked me through a couple of basic steps and a couple of basic poses to do in case I'm ever sent on a modeling job or get a modeling audition. I learned what it was like, I got a glimpse into the modeling world, and I learned what it would be like to model. So the entire photo shoot took an hour and 30 minutes. I got there with a couple of different outfit choices. I had a dress, the dress that I'm wearing right now. You've probably seen me wear in some of my other videos. I had that with heels. I had this cute orange top that is in this picture, and I had a yellow shirt with like a little coverall thing, and I had some nice jeans to go with that one. So the makeup lady helped me choose my first outfit, and she came and she did my makeup. Heads up, usually you'll have to pay extra for them to do makeup. Just so you know, it wasn't the makeup that I normally wore, and I didn't know if I really liked it or not. I definitely wouldn't wear it out, but I mean, for the photos it looked pretty good. It was very different than me. Like, I usually don't wear blush, I don't usually wear that color lip gloss, that kind of stuff. It was just very different for me. The photographer came over and he complimented me, and he's like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," and I was like, "Oh, well, thank you." You know, I mean, people don't really come up and tell you that. You don't hear that a lot. Whenever someone says that to me, it kind of catches me off guard. Not because I'm like overly modest or something. I'm not trying to be weird. How many times do you actually think that you're beautiful? And it's just kind of cool having someone tell you that. I was really nervous because I had no idea what to do, what I was going to say, what I was supposed to do. I had never taken headshots before, and I really wanted them to come out good. I really wanted them to look good because these are going to be my headshots for maybe the next year. So if they look good, then that means I'll be able to get more jobs maybe. So I came in and I was like, "Okay, well, do you want me to sit here? What do you want me to do?" So the first thing that he said was that he was here to help me. He was going to basically run me through a couple of things. He was basically going to give me a course and a quick lesson on modeling and how to pose for pictures and things like that. And then he asked me what I came to do. So I said to get my headshots taken. He said wrong. That was his job. But what was my job? And I was like, to model? And he's like, yes. That is my job. So I came here to model. He says, like, everyone has jobs. The lighting person has jobs to light the room. The photographer has a job to take pictures. The model has a job to model and pose. So everyone has to do their job. Now I'm going to tell you basically what he said and what happened. So he was like, okay, the first thing that people do when they're modeling is they come and they sit down with like their legs crossed. You can't see it here. In their hands folded like this, and they sit and ask what to do. And that is a big no-no. Don't ask what to do. Start off the photo shoot right away. Start off posing, get the job started on your own, and let the photographer direct you on what to do. That's what a professional model has to do. The second thing that he told me is that it's not really about looking pretty or posing for the camera. It's kind of the camera's job to make you look pretty. What you want to do is act like the camera is your best friend. So lean in, smile, nod, laugh appreciatively, act like you're listening. Don't come in and sit like you're taking a school picture, because that's not really what they want to see. You want to invite the viewers in. And to invite the viewers in, you want to act like you're their best friend. Like you're someone who wants to listen to them and who wants to take time talking to them. So what you want to do is you want to sit 3/4, kind of like this, and lean in like you're talking to your friend. Now I'm kind of out of frame here, but you want to lean in, smile, that kind of stuff. In an acting job, you usually have a director who directs the entire film, chooses the shots, directs the actors, directs the crew members. In a modeling job, your director is the photographer, so let him direct. The third thing that he said to do is interact like you're having a conversation. Lean in, smile, laugh, grin, like you have a secret behind your eyes. Listen to the camera. Just to tell you, some of the stuff that you might do might feel really, really weird because there's no actual person there. What he said to do was to go from smile to smile. So you can smile big and then go smaller, smaller. I think you have a secret that you can't share. That's what always makes people interesting to look at, is when they have like a secret behind their eyes. That's something you can always do. The fourth thing that he said to do was to always act like a pro. It doesn't really matter what kind of day you've had, whether your cat just died, whether your truck just got ran over, whether you just broke up with your boyfriend. You always have to come into the room and act like a pro. Jennifer Lawrence's job is to make people feel good. Her job is to make them feel wanted and invited by watching her in movies. And that is your job as a model. Whenever you see models in the magazines, you'll never think that they've had a bad day. And some of them actually have. Some of them have had the worst day, but they never ever look like it. And it can be hard to do that because you might want to bring your emotions and everything to the set, but that's not professional. Professional is kind of separating your work from your personal life. So after this, he gave me a few more tips while I was taking pictures. At the end of this video, I'm going to just do a slideshow of all the pictures from my photo shoot so you guys can kind of see what the results came of it. But here's some more tips. Make a Z with your body. I can't really stand up to show you right now, but basically it's all about angles. I'll try to find a picture of a model who makes a Z. But basically her arm might be like this, and it makes a Z through her leg that's bent. And so that's the kind of idea that you're looking for, because it draws the viewer, makes them look throughout the whole body, if that kind of makes sense. Number 2, act like the camera is your bestest friend that you want to give hugs and that you've talked to and that you're comfortable with. That can be kind of nerve-wracking, especially for people who are shy, but a major part of modeling and acting is overcoming your shyness. Keep your body, especially your face, towards the main light for a beauty shot. For a different kind of shot, you might face different ways, but especially for a beauty shot, keep your face towards the main light. It's the little things that matter, and this also applies to acting, but the little changes in your face, those tiny little things are what really matter. You don't need to go from big pose to small pose to sad pose to happy pose. Just small little changes, little shifts in angles are what really make a big difference when you're modeling. On the subject of tiny things, you want your hands to look natural. Now, he said I have this problem, but often newbies try to make their hands perfect clumps, balls of random stuff. You want your hands to be soft and angelic, and then you want them to complement your body and just to lay there naturally. You don't want to stand like this. You don't want to be like this. You don't want them to be like this. You want it to be natural. So when you're doing a photo shoot, think nice and gentle and feminine and flowing, which is a kind of unfair stereotype, but that is just the modeling business. The modeling business makes its money off of stereotypes. Another thing people tend to do with their hands is rub their fingers or rub stuff like this or do certain things with their fingers. Find pictures of models and practice their faces, their poses, and their expressions. You really want to pay attention to every tiny little detail in their poses. How their legs are posed, how their legs are turned, how they're facing the camera, how they're smiling, what their hands are doing, what their body is doing, or are they sitting up straight, are they turned a little bit? All those tiny little details. Practice those poses and be able to do those poses quickly. When you get to a modeling job, you will be expected to start modeling right away, and you need to know these poses right off the bat. Really know your good sides. Know what poses that you look good in. You might need to practice this in front of a mirror, in front of a video camera, or maybe with a friend. Get to really know yourself, which way you want to pose. For one model, she might just want to really pose with her left side, maybe that's her better side, and so she'll just mostly do her photo shoot with her left side facing the camera. Maybe if she has longer legs, she'll want to draw more attention to her legs, so she'll do a pose that draws more attention to her legs than to her hands. You really want to show the part of you that looks the most flattering. Now, this is a bit advanced after you've practiced the previous steps, but it's really helpful. Don't hold your pose for more than 3 seconds. Change slightly every 3 seconds, but still hold it. I don't want you to go like this. really fast because the camera might just capture in between shots. 1 to 3 seconds is pretty good. That also gives the cameraman time to tell you to hold it in case he really likes a pose that you did. Avoid the stare deep into the headlights, smile, but don't make big changes. Make sure that you just shift very slightly, very small minimal changes, and make sure to watch your posture very carefully. Especially as girls, we tend to lean forward when we're talking. It might not be as big as that, but it's still a pretty big thing. I want you to stand up nice and tall and straight and proud. Okay, it was a lot of information to learn at once, and I definitely did not do it perfectly. I have a lot to learn if I ever want to consider a job as a professional model. But as you guys can see, that my headshot turned out pretty well, and I like them. This is the headshot my agency chose for me. It's not personally my favorite, but it is a pretty nice headshot, and it's nicer than any of the pictures I've ever taken. But yeah, this is what I use now if I submit on Actors Access, and this is also what the agency submits for me. You guys can definitely use these tips if you're going to go to your own headshot shoot, or if you're going to go to a modeling shoot. Modeling isn't really my thing, but I know a lot of you guys want to be models or are actually models. Let me know if you want me to start doing modeling stuff too. I can start posting modeling videos if that's interesting for you guys. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do and you want me to do more modeling videos, give this a thumbs up and comment below. I have lots more videos coming out, like I have tons of videos coming out. So I hope you guys stay tuned for that. Also, check out my previous video announcing an online open call for ABC Family, and that sounds pretty exciting. So you guys should definitely go check that one out. Like my videos, comment, and don't forget to share and to subscribe. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao! I will show you the way that I find tons and tons of good monologues